Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 14 of Unsolicited Takes, the takes you never asked for. We got a special one this week, changing things up a little bit. Didn't post the episode last week, peak off season. We got a Minecraft themed episode this week. It's me, Keegan, dressed as Vacation Pepe, and I got the human spider, Peter Parker, Cam, and we got buff guy Julian over here. So, for this week's episode,
I forgot to actually speak.
I know.
I just went with whatever Cam did. So,
All right, yeah. But yeah, I'm over here, man. Let's go.
So, a couple things have been popping off the last couple weeks in the NFL. We'll start off with just some news recap. I think the biggest news that we've had so far is probably Aaron Rodgers re-signing with the Steelers. 1 year, $25 million. I'll let you two speak about it first before I give my input. So, Julian, what is your thought about Rodgers returning to the Steelers?
I mean, I saw this coming from a million miles away. There was like a brief hope that they wouldn't bring him back and just kind of rock with either Drew Law or like Will Howard or let them duke it out across the season. I love Aaron Rodgers. Any team. Here, from an outsider's perspective, I think that it's really awesome getting to see him play again. But like, I know, like in your shoes, like as a fan, like if I was a fan of the Steelers, I'd be pissed because like it's just like it's kind of like so unserious. So I don't know. I don't hate it, especially with the McCarthy hire and everything. So we'll let them rock out one last ride, hopefully this season. But yeah, it is what it is.
Cam, what do you think about
Yeah,
it?
it's pretty nasty work. I'm not gonna lie. If the Steelers weren't the Steelers, they'd probably just rock with. Howard's not the best option, but either Howard or Alar or some other bridge quarterback that's not like post 40, you know. But the McCarthy ties there, and he was already there last year, so he's got some, some chemistry with DK and such. But I don't know, man. I guess it's the best for this season, but it's not in the best interest of future Steelers football or the fans. Like, I've been in the position where your team kind of just gives you a bunch of bullshit answers for quarterback for like way too long of a period of time. And I mean, at this point, we're like, what, 10 years past time? Or at least like 8 or some shit since Big Ben has been gone.
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, it's disappointing. But I mean, this year's quarterback class is stacked, so the hope would be to at least win less than like 9 games to ensure you get one of the top guys. But good for this year, I guess.
So I agree with you, Julian, about it being like pretty obvious this is what was going to happen. But in terms of me being, I was never really a fan of the whole Aaron Rodgers situation, even going back to last year, just because I knew what his peak was going to be, and we saw exactly that last year. He was a lot more serviceable than any quarterback the Steelers have had since Big Ben, but I don't think he's necessarily going to be the guy that goes out there, performs well enough to, make a deep playoff run, let alone win the Super Bowl. But I think it was pretty obvious from the Mike McCarthy hire that Rodgers was more than likely coming back. And listen, man, I'm fine with him starting Drew Lar, trying to get some reps in behind him, try and learn a thing or two. McCarthy said that they're basically uninstalling everything he's learned at Penn State to kind of relearn and rework all of his mechanics, which I'm a fan of. But You know, this is what Steelers football is all about, man. It's just suffering and mediocrity until something gives. And I'm hoping that something does give this season, whether that be we win, 4 games, 5 games, get a higher pick in a pretty good quarterback class. At least that's how it looks right now. But yeah, I think it was pretty obvious. I'm indifferent to it at this point. I would rather. Now, if it was between Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, Drew Alar, just fucking pick one at that point. But at least Rodgers, he knows what he's doing. Alar can learn from him, which I do like. And who knows, we may not even need a quarterback next season if Alar can learn a thing or two from him. But yeah, I don't think
Was
it
the
moves
thing I
needle.
heard about y'all wanting to uninstall everything he learned at Penn State and reinstall new fundamentals? Was that a real thing?
Yeah,
Or was that...
McCarthy said it.
That does not sound good.
But
I don't know.
it's basically them saying Penn State didn't coach him well enough.
I'm not even saying that's terrible for y'all or for him. I'm saying mostly for like James Franklin.
Yeah.
That's like a terrible just PR in general. Like
they haven't had under Franklin. They haven't had a good quarterback come out. Am I wrong?
Trace McSorley had that song about him, but
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, this doesn't really move the needle one way or another for me as a Steelers fan. I think that's how most people see it too. It's just kind of whatever at this point. And then another one of our favorite teams made, I would say, a much more impactful free agency signing. The Chargers signed David Njoku. I really like the fit. I think Njoku is one of the better tight ends in the league. Herbert gets another receiving option outside of Vlad. And damn, who's y'all's wide receiver too now, Julian?
It's Quentin,
Quentin.
Vlad, and then Trey
Brennan
Harris
Thompson.
and Brennan Thompson, Keandre Lambert Smith. So
yeah, Njoku is gonna be. I think he's probably gonna be the red zone threat more than likely for y'all. But yeah, I think it's a really good fit. Y'all didn't necessarily need tight end because y'all had Gadsden, but yeah, I think it's a pretty solid pickup for y'all.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped about it. Honestly, I wanted us to trade for Njoku, last season, but also the season before. Just because I've always thought that he'd be a really good fit for our team in general. But I think we already made a few tight end signings. We not drafted, but we signed Kohler, however you say his last name, from the Ravens, who Mike McDaniel wanted. He's presumably going to be taking over the role of fullback pretty much, and just kind of like a blocking tight end. And then there's another tight end on our depth chart that's also pretty just going to be a blocking tight end. But then, Gadsden last year, he filled the role of kind of like a receiving threat. Not much blocking ability. Hopefully he doesn't have to, that's not necessarily something he'll have to be done this year because of our signings this year. But then Njoku adds another receiving tight end threat to the board, and maybe not down the field like Gadsden. He can kind of do that, and then Njoku's kind of like a shorter threat, like you said, red zone. So I think it adds a really good sort of receiving option in our receiving room for sure.
Yeah, I would probably put him top 10.
Run 2 tight end sets now.
Yeah, for sure.
How old is he? 28?
Yeah, I think he's still relatively young.
Pushing 30.
David.
Yeah, I bet he's happy as hell to get out of Cleveland and go to LA.
He's 29 and will be 30 in July, so a little bit older.
Imagine if you just wasted the whole period of your life, 20 to 30, living in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, would not be me.
No. Kind of see. what other? I thought the Vikings made a free agency move that I wanted to touch on. Can't find it though.
I haven't heard much in terms of free agency signings other than, of course, Rodgers and Njoku. It's been, ever since the draft, it's been relatively quiet.
Oh,
Um,
Vikings signed Jawan Jennings. That was the other one that I saw.
I like him, man.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not-
think as a person, he doesn't seem like that great of a guy, but also as a football player, he's just not that great. But
He sucks, but then I remembered he also kind of sucks as well. So
that's basically just the Vikings Jalen Naylor replacement is what it seems like.
is the rookie premiere shoot news?
I mean, I guess it is. They just kind of
The
got together.
Rams.
Yeah, the
Rams
Rams
putting-
bottled it. I don't know what they were thinking. If you
Terrible.
guys don't know, the rookie photo shoot where I guess it's like the prominent rookies, or just it might just be the fucking available
I think-
rookies.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything specific. I think the teams can just like choose to send like whoever they want.
But
We
I
sent
think
Brennan
people tip
Thompson.
too much into the selection of who's there.
yeah, but so for this photo shoot, the rookies, they get dressed up, in full NFL gear for their shoot, and for some reason, the Rams, who just unveiled new uniforms for this upcoming season, sent their two rookies in their old uniforms with the gradient numbers. Which,
Uniforms that they will never wear.
Yeah.
They will never. It is I don't even know what the word for it is. I know there's a good vocab word, but it is a one-off. They will never wear the jersey, and that is just sickening.
it's gonna be a cursed image if they turn out to be, serviceable players.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit did not look good, man.
Ty Simpson and who? Let's be real. Max Clare or some.
Yeah, I think it was clear. Yeah, it was pretty horrorless.
But yeah, that's bad. And then, yeah, I don't know. Carson Beck and Jeremiah Love. They were lacking
and
for him.
Yeah, that's just the
The
Cardinals
uniforms,
uniforms, though.
Yeah, they're just when they do the
Well,
all
Carson Beck
reds,
doesn't have aura to begin with, and then you add on top like can somebody do /clear or set weather clear?
you gotta just
Yeah.
But yeah, going to our next topic, the schedule release happened the end of last week. It was last Thursday, I believe. And just gonna kind of talk about who we think had the best schedule release video, who had the worst schedule release video. I want to start off on a negative, a pretty big negative. I think, without a shadow of a doubt, the Arizona Cardinals had the worst schedule release video you could probably have in today's landscape of like media and stuff. So the only thing that is legitimate about their schedule release video is they took their mascot. I think his name is it's like Big Red or something. I don't fucking know. The Cardinal mascot. They put him in front of a green screen, and that is the only authentic thing in their schedule release video. Everything else is AI generated. The entire schedule release video is AI generated. So that shit they put in basically the least amount of effort you could put into this. And I'm not saying I'm not a big fan regardless of the schedule release videos. I think they're kind of like overdone now. They're like really blown up for some reason, and I really don't understand why. It's cool to see like what teams can come up with, but I don't think it's really like you don't need a long schedule release video. Like the Eagles had a fucking 18-minute long video just to release their schedule. You don't need that shit. You can do like a 3-minute video and it'd be fine. But yeah, the Cardinals are at the bottom for me. Who is your worst one, Julian?
And I want to be clear because I feel like in this
Now,
off
let me be
season,
clear.
like we've really talked about a few
Good
teams
one.
in particular and talked some shit about a few teams. The reason, and for any fans listening of these franchises, we're not shitting on you guys. Most of the time, we're not shitting on the players that are involved on that team or the coaching staff or anything. It's more so we're like very specific situations in front offices more than anything. So I know we've shit on the Jags a lot, but I have to go with the Jags. That dude, that was poop. That that was bad. That I didn't even know what I was watching.
You're watching
I
Yeah,
T-Law
like
fake a haircut, man.
it would have been, I would have respected it more if it was real, like if it was a real haircut, but the fact that it wasn't made it all the worse. And they based the whole schedule release around his haircut, and then it looked bad, which I guess was the intention, but it was just stupid.
you know, that one's not my worst, but I do have a note about that. I know, like, obviously people have been saying that T-Law needs to cut his hair, or like, what if T-Law cut his hair? But I feel like it was a shot at CJ Stroud, man.
This
Because
dude.
CJ Stroud
This
just cut
This
his
dude got
hair,
to
man.
turn everything into something
Listen,
about
man,
him.
listen. It's a fucking. They're trying to play with our heads right now. They're trying to play with CJ's head. They know he's got his mind straight right now. They're trying to play with him. But because whenever, I don't know, whenever it showed the Texans, first of all, yeah, the video was very basic. It was kind of just a haircut and then it would pop up the logos. To me, the videos that just like pop up the matchup and then just kind of like animates in a cool way to the next game. Like, come on, man, you gotta try a little bit harder than that. Like, I agree, it doesn't need to be 18 minutes, but we gotta get a little something. And my worst one is the Raiders, and they kind of tried to go the direction of going for it and like directing it, you know. The problem is, Kirk Cousins, good guy, good family man. I've seen some of them in a documentary of the quarterbacks, but he was corny in it. And Mendoza is a very happy guy, but he was also kind of hard to watch. And the whole thing was just very hard to watch. So, for that reason, they should have. And like, I understand you want to have your quarterbacks have a good relationship and you don't know who's going to start and all that, but at the same time, like, come on, man. All this buddy buddy shit. Back in my day, if you were the fucking backup, you'd kill the starting quarterback for that job. Y'all know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but it's kind
Y'all
of
know
like a old buck, young buck type beat. I feel like, and they kind of like. I wouldn't say they
man.
played into that. They just played into like the two white dudes being friends. Is how I
I
looked at
guess.
it.
Yeah, and that's why it's even more corny. Is it's just like, come on, y'all. That is what y'all are, and y'all just played right into it, you know.
Yeah,
But they should have
and
like tatted Mendoza up. Y'all remember the tatted up Mendoza pictures that were going around
oh yeah,
pre-draft? That's what they should
with
have
him with
done.
like girls and shit. That would have been
Yes,
funny. Him with girls.
that would have been good, bro. Cause that's actually like funny and something he would never do versus that skit and first of all they ruined like it wasn't as good or even close as Step Brothers, so then it's like what are we doing, you know? But yeah, enough hate on them.
Yeah, I
No hate towards Kirk or Mendoza or even really the Raiders, but I just didn't like the video.
just their media team.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say the basic answer. Chargers, they always have a really good release video. I like the Halo. Uh, they basically created all their matchups in Halo Forge, which was pretty cool. The Bo Nix ankle blow up though was kind of crazy, but and
No,
then the
good. That was good.
were they the Rossini juice or no? I don't know if y'all saw that.
Yeah,
I
I
did
saw
see
I
that.
saw that. I think it was us
Here,
Yeah,
I'll
potentially.
that's
look it up. I'll look it up while you're going.
that's kind of crazy. The Colts, the Simpsons release, that's always a good one. But I gotta say, I think I like the Browns. It was Street Fighter, but they also had fucking Matt Pat from Game Theory doing it, and I fucking love Matt Pat. I think he's one of like probably top 10 YouTubers of all time. So just
Oh no,
for
it was the
that alone,
Vikings.
yeah, the Rossini juice, yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
crazy. But
Okay, so Rossini juice is bait. It's not real.
okay, I just got baited on Twitter, or we all got
Yeah,
baited.
you got. Yeah,
Nice,
we were all baited. I
because I
guess you
did
could
see
say.
that and I was like, that's kind of crazy, and then I kept scrolling. But
Yeah, no, I did the same shit.
I think my favorite is probably the Browns, just for fucking Matt Pat. Matt Pat's the fucking goat, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed those.
Yeah.
Julian, what's your favorite?
Um, I mean, other than ours, I thought that I'm trying to think. Y'all's was pretty good. Um,
Who?
Steelers.
Man, the only good thing is that they call someone Jagos twice. That's it.
That was pretty good, man.
But I thought that was good. Um, I'm trying to think. There weren't any like noteworthy ones this year, I feel like, which is kind of the problem. Is like I feel the ones where it's just like they throw up, like a graphic or like the Jags one for instance where like it was just that and then they just did like a screen scroll of like their matchups and stuff like that. Like I think that's boring and lazy. Like at that point just don't do one. You know what I mean? But for like any team that actually like put effort into it and like actually tried something, I mean props to them. Um but I mean other than I would say like ours was probably like my favorite, but I mean that's kind of biased, so I don't know.
And here comes Cam, about to glaze the Texans. Brian Cushing.
Listen, man. Brian Cushing was perfect for that role.
Oh, Seattle's too. I want to give a shout
Executed it
out.
perfectly.
They made a perfume parody commercial, and they had Marshawn Lynch in it. That shit was pretty good.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That was good. I like the editing style on that one. I was gonna go with the Commanders. I think they had a good blend of like creativity, good editing, good star character. Bill Krosky Merritt is questionable running back at times, but he was a good actor for the role. And his name's Bill, so it worked. Also, I want to say the Cowboys were on some weirdo activity.
Oh,
The
here we
Cowboys,
go.
not
Here we
even just
go.
about me, they went a little too far with a lot of people, and it's like, I need the Cowboys to do something for once, you know what I'm saying? I won't even be mad if they win a Super Bowl. I'll be like, about damn time, you know what I'm saying? But they need
Oh,
to stop.
and the Chargers release video talking about the electrical substation with the 49ers. That was a good. That was a good bit.
Yeah, that was comedy.
Yeah. Y'all did Minecraft last year, Angeline. It's kind of fitting.
Yeah, last year was Minecraft, and then the year before was The Sims.
I wonder if y'all. Wonder what video game y'all are gonna do next.
GTA 6.
I was thinking of that, but there's no way in hell that shit is happening.
Good.
And no way.
You never know.
So staying on schedule talk, obviously we all knew who our opponents were going to be before the schedule release happened, but now we actually know like times, days, prime time numbers, stuff like that. So Cam, give me one or two games that you're looking forward to watch the Texans play.
I would say like I'm interested to see us play the Bills and the Bengals, but it's the first 2 weeks of the season, so that kind of makes me like less interested.
Makes you scared?
Nah, because it's so early that even if we
Anything can
win or
happen.
lose, I'm not putting like much weight into it. Texans Chargers will be a good one. If we win, I can talk shit to Julian some more. But it's also a good like middle of the season point to like test ourselves against a like all around pretty solid team. Um, Playing the Ravens again. Swear we play them every single year. So, I mean, getting a win would be nice there. And then I guess Christmas Eve game would be cool against the Eagles. I'd say that's probably you said 2 or 3,
Yeah.
so that's probably my 3. Eagles, Ravens, Chargers.
What about you, Julian, for the Chargers?
Um, I mean, to be honest, we got some struggles this season. I think we were ranked one of the hardest like schedules going into it. And then I saw the actual schedule lineup and it's pretty rough. We opened the season versus the Cardinals, which I hopefully will be a layup, but then like week uh 3 to week 10 is literally just like back to back, just like top teams last year in the NFL. So I'm looking forward to the Texans game. I think will be a good one. Just to see how we match up in the regular season. Hopefully we can play pretty good in that game. I'm also pretty hyped to see us play the Rams just because I hope that, we can win and get back at Puka last year for the comment he made about us being low bro in LA.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. I'm changing my answer. It's the Cowboys. Fuck them. Alright, continue.
um, I think the Ravens is going to be a top game for me just because Mentor's the head coach there. So I think that that'll be a good sort of like reunion matchup. And I always feel like it's an entertaining game whenever we play the Ravens. So probably like Texans, Rams, Ravens. I mean, take your pick. We played, like I said, top teams. So I mean, we'll also be playing against, the Seahawks and um or no, never mind. Oh yeah, we are week 5, week 4. Sorry, week 4. So I don't know. Take your pick, pretty much.
For the Steelers, my most anticipated game that I'm looking forward to seeing is probably the Saints game in Paris, just because it's the first ever NFL game in Paris. And a funny story about that, real quick. So before the schedule release, me and my dad are both Steelers fans, obviously. We live in New Orleans. So we saw that the Saints had a home game against the Steelers. And probably 2 or 3 days before the schedule release came out, we were talking about potentially going to it depending on what time of year it was. And then it came out like the next day that it was going to be a Saints home game, but it was the Paris game. So we will unfortunately not be able to go to that game. But the Saints Paris game is probably my number 1. And then we play the Broncos at home on Black Friday this year. I think that could be a pretty good game for us. And then,
I like the Black Friday games.
yeah, I think they're pretty
Yeah.
good. Like, at first, I thought it was kind of like, do we really need more fucking, like, games around Thanksgiving? But I think it just kind of,
Yes.
I think it just kind of makes sense, because Prime has the Thursday night. That week, Thanksgiving is on the Thursday, obviously, so Prime still gets their prime time slot, but they can also market it to Black Friday sales. It's pretty good marketing all around, I gotta say. And then another game is probably Jacksonville week 14. We play them Monday Night Football. Yeah, we have a gauntlet in this 4-week stretch. We play Eagles week 11, Broncos week 12, Texans week 13, and Jags week 14. So, kind of got to run the gauntlet. Oh, another thing. I thought international game, like teams who play international games, are always like scheduled to have their bye week the next week. Is that not a thing anymore?
We know. We played Brazil and then week 1 and then didn't have a bye week.
I mean, that's
last year.
also week 1. And that's
How
like,
would that have worked for the Jags, man? They got 2 of them.
but they have, it's back to back, like, international games in the same place.
I guess that's true.
Because the Steelers, we play the Saints in Paris week 7 and then have a home game against the Browns the next week. And then we take our bye week. So it's
Is
like
it Monday Night Football?
the Paris game?
The Browns game.
No.
Oh yeah. I mean, y'all are getting fucked, but not as bad as the Chargers. Y'all see that shit? You see
Yeah, I
that
saw
shit?
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent it to y'all. That is just absolutely disgusting. You know what's even more disgusting about that is that stat is like really similar to the one that they posted before the season last year, where it was like Chargers or like teams distance traveled to like, their games back and forth into like wherever they're going. And the Chargers was like like not double, but like almost double, like the next highest like distance traveled like for any team last season. I don't know why we keep getting shafted with shit like that.
I feel like there should be a maximum miles that teams are allowed to travel before like the NFL can't schedule them for like further games, if that makes sense. Like you get all your division games out the way, like the games you have to play. So like your division rivals, so that's 6 games, and then your two conference opponents, so your whatever opposite conference you play, and then whatever 4 opponents you play in your same conference. Once you get those out the way and you figure out the miles for that, you should only be able to have a certain number allocated to the rest of your games, if that makes sense.
And for, I guess, like anybody who was kind of wondering what Cam was talking about, I sent Keegan and Cam this like post on Instagram earlier today, and it was like someone calculated the what they called net rest, which is the total days of extra rest versus a team's opponent that's like summed over the entirety of the season. And the Chargers have negative 24. For reference, the next lowest is Philadelphia with negative 15. So almost like nine more days with like total like negative rest versus the team's opponent. So I don't know why the NFL keeps doing this shit to us.
And it definitely does take like a what am I trying to say? Like it takes a hit on y'all traveling so much, as
Yeah.
opposed to teams not traveling as much compared to y'all.
And I get we're all the way out on the West Coast, but like so is Seattle,
The
the
Rams.
Rams, the 49ers, Arizona, like all of them out there, and they're not even like Vegas is negative 13, and the Rams are -6. So it's like, and then Seattle and the 49ers aren't even on this list. So it's just like I don't understand why it's like it's only us. So I don't know.
Do you guys have any games besides our teams that y'all are looking forward to this year? I know.
I
So
never really.
I think it's Rams Seahawks play on Christmas this year. I think
That's
that's
that's hype.
the slate.
Let me scroll through this a little bit.
Yeah, Christmas
Patriots
Day.
Seahawks being week 1 is poop.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is.
that's bad.
We were
Terrible,
talking about
man.
that last week. Whenever that got announced, that is pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was my understanding, and I was telling Keegan and Cam about this. It was my understanding that for week 1, it was the Super Bowl champ playing a division rival. That's why, like last year, we got the Eagles versus the Cowboys, and then the season prior, we got the Chiefs playing, I think it was the Raiders week 1 or the Broncos or something like that. Sounds right. Like I thought this was like a thing, and then now we're getting a Super Bowl matchup or a Super Bowl rematch week 1. Like that is just like we just watched this game.
Oh, week 7 might be a banger. I know it's random, but Patriots Bears. So you got Drake May versus Caleb Williams. Steelers Saints London game.
Paris game, pal. Don't get it twisted.
All right, man.
They're two different cities,
um,
man. Two different countries, even.
they usually have it in London, man. I keep forgetting it's in Paris. Bengals Ravens. That's always a good game. Browns Titans. If Shadur start, man, you got Shadur versus Cam Ward. That's another little quarterback battle.
Shadoozy.
And then Packers Lions is a good game. Chiefs Seahawks. This Kenny Walker revenge game. And then you got
Damn,
Cowboys
that is gonna
Eagles.
be A
which
good
is
damn.
also
That is gonna be a good week.
yeah.
Wait, what was the last one you said?
Cowboys Eagles. I believe is Monday night.
Yeah, that might be a week of some great football. The first Thursday night game this year is Detroit versus Buffalo. So Buffalo gets the first Thursday night football game again. And it is at Buffalo, so they will be making, I think that's
Is it
their
not?
first home game.
Is it not Seattle Patriots? Is the first Thursday night game?
I thought Thursday night game started the second week.
I thought the kickoff
Mm,
was on Thursday night.
yeah.
Oh, I
Are
meant
you, are
like
you
the
thinking
first, like,
Monday?
I was talking about Amazon Prime Thursday night football.
Oh.
Because is the season opener is normally with whoever's hosting the Super Bowl? Is that how it works? Or is it technically,
Mm,
I don't know who gets the first, what TV media gets the first, oh, it's NBC. So it's technically oh, and that game's on a fucking Wednesday.
Okay,
the
yeah,
first
maybe
game
it
of the
is the
season?
Wednesday.
Yeah, so
That's
New
weird.
England at Seattle Wednesday, and then the next day, Thursday, is San Francisco versus the Rams in Australia.
That's terrible, dude. That's like what they did with Brazil, right? Wasn't that like week 1 or week 2 or something?
It was week 1, us versus Chiefs.
And then
Yeah,
who
but even the year
was
before that, it wasn't. I think it was early too.
Yeah, it was like
whenever
I just
week
want
the
to,
3.
I just want to get it out of the way, man.
whenever the Cowboys and Eagles played, was that week 1 last year?
Yeah, that was week 1.
So we had
That
two
was the
international
opener.
games week 1.
Cowboys Eagles wasn't international.
I thought it was.
Maybe it's like, hey, let's get these international fans interested early so they'll watch it from their TVs for the rest of the year.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know.
It's kind of gotten to a point where it's like too much, you know? And I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think a lot of fans are kind of over international games. And it's nothing against like the cities that they're going to or the fans or anything. I think it would be awesome for them to be able to, you know, regularly be able to watch football live. But the league just isn't, I don't think it's there yet, you know, to have like permanent teams in those countries where football is big, like London and Germany. But
I think it would
Hey,
be one thing if you had specific teams that were scheduled to play several games in a season in a row in that particular country, like the Jags, for instance, in London. Like,
they got
I
some
think it would be.
bullshit. Now that you say that, I just remembered something that I sent y'all to last week, I think. So in September and October, the Jacksonville Jaguars will only be playing in Jacksonville 2 times. Their other home games in those 2 months are going to be in London. You know how
yeah,
fucking stupid that is for
we play
fans
them
of
in London.
Jacksonville who live in Jacksonville?
Yeah,
We
I
have
mean,
a
I was pissed.
a divisional rivalry matchup that is a Jags home game that like their fans and the team would probably want like home field advantage, but instead they're which I mean London kind of is home field advantage for them because that's the way the NFL has built it up. But
But like at this, well, I don't want to say at this point, what we've seen so far with these international games is that most of the time these aren't fans of the 2 teams that are playing. These are just fans of football. Like everybody in the stadium, they're not wearing like one team or the other team. They're wearing whatever their favorite team's like jersey
yeah,
is.
but if you give their city a team,
Exactly.
they're
Yeah.
gonna buy the jerseys and be in the stands. That's why I think it could work, and I think the way it would work is they have to play like most of their home games like all at once. Like you'd
Yeah.
have to have
Like
like a
8 weeks
eight,
home or 9
yeah.
weeks home. I
And
know
you
it'd
could
be
do
8.
like a team. So like say you have a team in your division, you play them. So like this is the beginning of your home stretch. You play them. They have a bye week, but they stay in London. After the bye week, they play them again. So kind of like back-to-back games, but a bye week in between. Then another team comes in. Then you do it with another division rival. So like 2 teams in there have an international game, and then like 2 of your divisional teams. But then I guess there wouldn't be home field advantage. But you see what I'm saying? Like there could be some structure where they like throw bye weeks and keep teams in London or wherever it is for longer.
I think my idea is that if they're going to be having like international games, I think they should pre-select whenever the season starts. And like who is going to have the international games, and then those teams are in whatever that country is for like 2 weeks or like 3 weeks out of the season, like in that other country. That way the players aren't subjected to like, travel fatigue, because like traveling that far across the world, you're going to be jet lagged as shit. And then like on top of that, like you're there for like a full like 3 weeks of the season, so like whoever's traveling, and those three, like that season, they count as like 3 home games in a row for you. um but I mean, I think it would have to be like an established sort of like relationship. Like the Jags, for instance, I think could have their home games like kind of guaranteed to be like in London, because that's kind of how it's set up to be. Or like Pittsburgh, if they did like another Dublin game, like the Steelers would be in Ireland for like 2 or 3 weeks, and like 2 or 3 of their home games would all be like in Ireland, since that's kind of like their sort of territory kind of situation. But it kind of doesn't make sense, because not every team's going to have like a foreign country or city where like they've got like a huge fan base that's been set up for them.
I think so. Let's just take like one example. Let's say that, for instance, Jacksonville relocates to London, right? For their first 8 games of the season, they are all played in London. So the first team that goes to London, well, see, that's kind of because I was going to say, whatever team goes to London, their next week is automatically a bye week, so they can, travel back to the US, get over jet lag or whatever, and then be ready for their game the week after. But if they play them week 1, okay, so let's do it this way. So Jacksonville relocates to London. Their first 8 games of the season are all away from London, so they have to do their first 8 games in the US against like their normal opponents. For the second half of the season, all of their games are played in London. So whatever team goes to London, let's say week 13, week 14 would then be their bye. And then whatever team plays them week 14, week 15 would be their bye, and so on and so forth. So it'd kind of be like you go to London, play, your next week is automatically a bye, go back to the States, finish out your schedule. I think that would be the only way, like the only logical way an international franchise could make sense. If not, these players are, one, you're already playing the most physically taxing sport, like besides rugby, maybe. That might be the only other one, that's because you're not doing that shit with pads. But football, pretty physical, pretty taxing on your body. Now you're telling these guys they gotta fly, 7 hours to London. I don't know what the fucking flight time is. You gotta fly 7 hours to London, play a football game, then fly 7 hours back. Oh, and get ready, you have a game next week. Like that shit just seems terrible. And
Yeah, sorry, did you have 17-hour flight out to Australia? Get ready.
Right. Whenever your division rivals who play in the same state, and it would only be like an hour and a half plane ride normally.
I mean, I feel like they would make more money, honestly, if they just like canceled every other international city and just established like 1 or 2 international permanent teams. Like you're gonna make more money off those teams than the Australia and the Brazil and all the fucking random shit. You can have like a one-off in Ireland or something, but
I just think it's way too much at this point.
Yeah.
So, going to our next topic for today's podcast, Madden is getting ready to release. Should come out in August, so about 3 months' time. They have not yet revealed who the cover athlete for Madden 27 is going to be. So I got a question for you fellas. Who is y'all's guess for cover athlete? You only get one pick, man. We're not doing legendary edition or gold edition, whatever the fuck they call it. Just standard base game. Who do you think is going to be the cover athlete?
Let me ask first. Has Matt Stafford ever been a cover athlete for Madden?
Calvin has. I want to say Stafford has too.
That's gonna
Okay.
be the deluxe edition, man.
Then I'm gonna go with JSN.
It's a good pick.
That's not a bad pick.
I wasn't even really thinking of him, but that has a
Stafford
really
has not
strong
been a
chance.
cover athlete.
I still think I'll go with JSN, and then I think Cam's right. It'll be like Stafford for like the deluxe edition or something.
Yeah. I mean, I could still see it being like Drake May, even though he lost the Super Bowl. I mean, they had him. I'm looking at it right now. They had him ending last year at a 93 overall, so they already have him pretty high in the game. I could see it being him or even Caleb, really, just for like the younger audience.
I got a
Yeah,
banger pick.
but probably JSN.
I got a banger pick.
Yep.
The
Dude's
last
about to say
defensive
Puka.
player to ever grace the cover was Richard Sherman. And you know, guys, I don't know if you know this, but a certain defensive player broke a pretty big record last season. And it might warrant to be a cover athlete for Madden. I'm gonna go with Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
I think it just kind of all lines up. Not that like, so Allen won MVP, he was the cover athlete. Saquon won Opoy, he was cover athlete. You know, Myles Garrett won Depoy and broke a significant record. I think that could be enough to get him on the cover.
I just feel like Bills Mafia, they were in the playoffs. Josh Allen MVP. Eagles, Philly fan base, Eagles.
Okay,
Browns.
could be
Remember when they put
Shador
Peyton
and
Hillis?
Myles Garrett. What about that?
Remember when they put Peyton Hillis on the cover?
That was a
man?
fan vote thing, man. And they were fucking
I'm
trolling.
not saying Myles Garrett's anywhere near Peyton Hillis, but
That was a fan vote.
man,
And
it
the
was a
fans
fan
did
vote.
what they did.
There was real people that were voting for Peyton Hillis, man. It didn't just get carried away by just, random. But yeah, Myles Garrett wouldn't be bad. JSN sounds
So
more right.
Myles Garrett, JSN, and who'd you say, Kim? Drake May?
I go Drake May.
Drake May. So they also have a thing in Madden called the 99 Club, which is basically all of the players who are rated obviously 99 overall at their position. There's normally only a handful of them. I think there's normally like 8 to 10. That sounds right.
I don't even
So-
think there were that many at the start of the year in this last Madden. I think there were only like maybe 4.
Let's see. Madden 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 6.
I knew there weren't a lot.
So who do y'all think will be 99 overalls in Madden 27? I think Garrett is a gimme.
Garrett, yeah. I
We're
think
gonna keep
that's-
Jamar.
Yeah, Jamar.
You think they're gonna keep Jamar at a 99?
Yeah.
I mean, he
Well,
didn't
Yeah, I
really
mean
what
he
have you
did
done?
he did pretty good
Yeah.
despite not having Burrow for like half
That
the
motherfucker
season.
caught 23 balls with Flacco at quarterback, man. It'll be alright.
Yeah. Okay. So Jamar, Garrett.
Do you think they give Stafford 99? I don't know if they do.
No, he wasn't even a
Nah.
90 in 26. I don't
know,
think. I think he
but-
was only like an 88.
I feel like they juice the MVP. I just don't know. Even if they do juice him, I don't know if they'll get to a 99 for him. Maybe like a 94 at most.
I mean,
but-
He might get
His
like a
ending
93.
rating was a 98.
Damn, that's close.
That's kind of insane. Matt Stafford, I love the guy. That he is not playing at a 98 overall level
They
at
have
the end of
him
last
99 awareness, which probably has something to do with it.
Yeah. That's the stat you got
I
to juice
mean, I would say probably not. He's a year older. It's last year, but also Madden's stupid, so maybe, but I wouldn't lock it in.
So Josh Allen and Lamar were both 99s last year. I don't know. Josh Allen, maybe.
I don't know if
They're gonna
Lamar
have
does.
Lamar at like a 96, and they'll have Josh at like a 97 to start the year.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other quarterback that's probably a 99 then. Bijan. I could see Bijan being a 99.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
think
JSN.
Jason. I don't know
He's
if
not
he's
99
yeah.
yet.
He's probably like 96, like 94 to 96 probably.
Probably Jefferson then.
Yeah, Jefferson. Ooh, what about no? That was gonna be a fucking insane thing to say. Jesus Christ. I gotta say it now. I was gonna say George Pickens.
You're insane.
He might be like a 93 though.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the 90s. He's not gonna be a 99 though.
Yeah, that was insane. See, but Madden devs,
I mean, I feel like
they are Cowboys
feel like-
fans.
I feel like Dak could potentially be a 99
Hell no. Hell
with
no.
that offense last year.
That
He
was
could
even
be.
more insane than what I said. I'm gonna throw your ass in this fucking campfire right here.
I'm not saying Stingley should be a 99, but one
This
of him.
fucking dude.
I'm saying one of him or Sertan. I guess Gonzalez, but
Oh, JC
one of him,
Horn.
like one of the corners should be a 99.
Sertan
not
was
JC
just
Horn.
like not as good last season. Like he was still good. But I don't. He had a down season last year, so I don't know if they would bump him up overall.
See, and he did win Depoy the year before and still wasn't a 99.
Yeah.
Oh, so, I mean, they had Gonzalez ending the year at a 98.
And he
I
did
could
make
see
it to the Super Bowl.
Gonzalez being like a 99.
Yeah, see, they juice guys for the wrong reasons, honestly, just to fit agendas, and so the team overall matches how good the team is in real life, and so realistically, we might not be right on some of these, but that would just be due to the fact that Madden is piss
Ooh,
poor at times.
you think Will Anderson could be a 99?
I don't think they'll give him a 99. I don't think they respect us enough. I'm pretty sure
He'll be
one of
up
the
there, though, I
fucking-
think.
He'll be like a 97 probably.
I mean, they have fucking Stingley at a 92, I think. Yeah,
That's well up.
92. They got Daniil at a 92. Will ended. Wait.
Because if Danilo is a 92, Will should be like a 95 at least.
I
think they'll probably bump both of them.
94.
I think they'll
So-
probably bump both of them. I think Danil will probably be like a 94, and I think that will probably be like a 96 or a 97.
Yeah, I think everybody on the Texans defense is going to get juiced.
Hopefully. Lassiter should at least be like an 88.
Trying to think of DNs. Watt probably not. Crosby probably not.
Hendrickson not.
Definitely fucking not. Fuck that guy.
What's his name? On the Lions. Why am I blanking?
Hutchinson.
Hutchinson.
Yeah, he probably won't be. He'll probably be like a
Yeah.
94. Yeah. Oh, Micah might. Well, Micah got hurt last year, so I don't know what they're gonna do about that.
He'll probably be like a 91, 92. Maybe not even. He might be like an 89.
Yeah, like my Bijan take being a 99.
Yeah, I feel like if there's going to be a running back who's a 99, it's going to be Bijan. I see Mac could be up there, but I don't think he'll be a 99 anymore. I think he'll probably be like a 94, 95.
I mean, Gibbs ended at a 98.
Oh, Gibbs. Yeah, I mean, Gibbs and Bijan could both be 99s. Or, I mean, Gibbs could just be like a 98.
Bijan ended at 95.
What?
Jonathan Taylor was at a
That's kind of
96.
insane.
That is fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That man was the whole fucking Falcons offense for like 4 weeks straight towards the end of the season. Didn't he went over 200 like all-purpose yards in their like second to last game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because that's whenever he got me like 40 fucking points to beat Cam in the fantasy championship. Cam was like, there's no way Kyle Pitts and Bijan are gonna get you 60 points. And Bijan damn near did it himself. Ain't that right, human spider?
Yeah, I did propose that. I do agree.
Rookies for Madden ratings. Who do y'all think would be the highest rated rookies?
Mendoza's the obvious one.
See,
Be up there.
I don't even think he'll be the highest.
No,
It's
he's
gonna
not
be
going to be the
Love, man.
highest, but he'll be like up there.
He'll
Yeah,
probably be
Love
like
will
a
probably be the
77.
highest.
Yeah,
Love is
Love.
gonna be like at 80,
Love is
81.
probably gonna be up there, but you know who I really think they're gonna juice? Caleb Downs.
Cowboy.
I'm telling you, man, these devs are fucking Cowboys fans.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's why they hate on the Texans.
Yeah. I could dead ass see Downs being like an 83.
I don't know. They went kind of crazy with the rookie ratings last year. Like there were a bunch up in the like low 80s and like mid 80s. So honestly, I could see Downs being like an 85 and then like Love being like an 84 or some crazy shit.
Trying to fucking who even was the draft picks last year?
That's what I'm saying. Like there weren't like any like spectacular ones. There was
Travis Hunter was an
Yeah,
84.
yeah. That's insane. Ashton
It's-
Genty, I think, was like an 84 or an
So-
83.
So yeah, Jeremiah Love I could see being like 84 then.
So Hunter was an 84, Gentry was an 83, Abdul Carter was an 81, Mason Graham was an 80.
Yeah, see, yeah, we're kind of downplaying like who's gonna be up there. I feel like they're gonna have some
Shit.
wild shit.
Downs may be a fucking 90 then, brother.
Downs is probably gonna be like an 84, 85, and then Love I think is gonna be like an 83 or an 84, and then they're gonna have some stupid
Marvell
shit
Reese
like
may be like an 80.
Caleb Banks is like gonna be like an 80, 81 or some
no,
crazy shit.
I think the devs so I don't know if the same devs who work on Madden also work on college football, but I remember whenever college football 25 first came out, all of like the Michigan players ratings were like juiced way more than they should have been, and people were saying that's because the college football team or the devs are Michigan fans. So if they're the same devs who work on Madden, then I don't see them rating Ohio State players high, besides Caleb Downs.
No, man.
I'm telling you,
I'm
man,
not buying it.
Madden has agendas they want to push. You think they really got Chad Ochocinco looking at all these fucking players and rating them? No.
They're gonna give Carnell Tate something just absolutely abhorrent, like an 82 or something.
That shit would be fucking wild. Trying to think if there's anybody I'm not thinking of. Oh, Mekhi Lemon's probably up there.
Yeah, just because he's on the Eagles.
I could see Jordan Tyson being like a 79.
Yeah, he'll probably be like a 79 for the
Man,
Saints.
Sorta Lane could be like a 78.
That's kind of crazy, actually, considering he did not play his entire last year of college.
You think of Jermod McCoy, brother?
Oh, yeah, you're right, I am.
I don't. They may give McCoy like a 70, like a 70 star dev, but yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Trying to think if there's anybody I'm forgetting, like notable. Jewel R99 Superstar X Factor.
Yeah, you wish.
Know that shit for sure, buddy.
Ty Simpson, fucking
Bro,
68 overall,
yeah, I was about. If he's
normal
over
dev.
70, that shit is fucking wild.
No, he's going to be. They're going to gas him. He's going to be like a 76, 77 overall, probably like star dev. I'm telling you, Madden rates rookies like way higher and like weird rookies like way higher than they need to.
Let's see. Sony Styles, I could see being pretty high, like an 80.
Yeah, probably. If
Uh,
Arvel Reese is like an 81, Sony Styles will be like an 80.
Ruben Bain, I could see being pretty high.
Yeah, Ruben Bang got hoed. Madden devs would probably help him out.
Vega Ione is probably going to be like an 82.
See, I don't know if man stepped in like that with the offensive line.
I feel like they kind of have to be because like offensive linemen don't like progress well, so they got to throw in like a rookie. I don't know. Gray Zabel wasn't really well. No, he wasn't that high whenever he was on the Seahawks last year in Madden. I don't think he was like a 78 maybe.
Could see D'Angelo Pons kind of being sneaky high, like a 74. CJ Allen, Eli Stowers.
Ooh, Kenyon Sadiq might be pretty high.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that.
He could be like a 79.
Carson Beck, 62 overall normal div.
Dude, if he is any higher than a 67 overall, like I'm speaking realistically, if he is any higher than like a 67 or like a 68 overall, they are smoking brack. And I don't want to see anything other than normal dev.
Yeah, I think the only quarterback guaranteed to not have normal dev is probably just Mendoza.
Yeah.
Just looking through, checking to see if there's anybody that kind of fell down the board.
Because I'm trying to think. I don't think that they gave any of like the like Will Howard or anything last year, like, you know, star dev. I think for like quarterbacks or like
Definitely not
skill
Will
positions.
Howard,
Well, I think
but
for like quarterbacks or like other skill positions, they tend to not really give like hidden dev
dude, they're
to
giving
anybody until
Klubnik.
they show out like week 3 or week 4.
They're giving Klubnik star dev. They're gonna give Beck star dev.
There's
There's
no
no
way.
way.
They're gonna give Mendoza superstar.
Ooh, Taylor
They're
Green could
gonna
have star dev. I'd get behind that. Trade for him
fuck
every
no.
fucking franchise. Brother, if he
Fucking
has
yeah,
star
wasn't
dev, you develop him.
no, yeah, I'm tripping. I was about to say, didn't Joe Milton have star dev at one point? But I
I think
think
he.
that was just
No, I think he did.
did he?
Yeah, he
Okay.
did.
Yeah, see, I could see like a Joe Milton type, but see, like Klubnik, that's my hot take. They're gonna give Klubnik like a 66 overall, but he's gonna be star dev.
See, I was thinking Taylor Green could be like a 66 star dev.
No, Taylor Green is gonna be like a 58.
He went in the fucking 6th round, man.
Yeah, he was not good in college, dude. If they are giving him attributes,
They juice these players though, Cam.
what the important stuff they cannot juice. If he has above a 70 awareness, that is wrong. If he has
Well, I think
above a
awareness
65 accuracy, that is incorrect.
awareness is like the main thing that they use to
I'll
like
lower that
nerf
shit myself.
players.
Yeah, I know.
Every franchise going in and manually lowering Taylor Green.
And I'm a fan of the guy, but like, let's not get crazy, man. He don't deserve. He gotta earn that shit. I
Well,
Gotta
watch
earn your
SEC
stripes.
ball, man.
what do y'all think the Jags tight end is gonna be? Their
Who?
No comment.
the
I'll
Borg
give the guy a
Kircher,
break, man.
their blocking tight end that they took in the 2nd round.
Oh,
I'll give
I
the man a
forgot about
break,
that.
man.
99 pass or run block, 99 pass block. This better be the greatest blocking tight end the world has ever seen.
Dude, if they give him, I'm being generous. Everybody, again, I know it always seems to be the Jags, but there is a reason for it, guys. If they give this guy higher than a 68 overall, they're smoking crack. I don't know how else to tell you guys.
He's gonna be a 72 or some shit, but it's gonna be because his blocking is like he can say he's gonna have like 90 blocking.
His catching better not be above 50. Be like a 49.
Yeah, man. We'll see. Madden is gonna Madden, dude. They're gonna have Joe Mixon at a fucking 88 X Factor.
You think this is the year college football they put Arch on the cover?
But yeah. Arch was saying already on there.
No.
They did Smith, right? So maybe
Boy
not Ohio
Dante.
State. Who won?
Oh, yeah,
Who's won the
Dante Moore.
championship?
Fucking Indiana.
Yeah.
I was thinking all the I was like Iowa, Illinois, not any of them.
Yeah, probably Arch. I go Arch.
Arch Dante.
Fuck it, throw Smith on there for the second straight year.
Yeah.
Dante wasn't on one already? Why I feel like
No.
I've seen him on one.
Unless it was one of the like season covers that they do.
Arch, Dante, and
Jeremiah.
Sellers.
What about Sorsby? Let's get Sorsby on the cover.
No.
No.
Touchy subject.
Let him gamble his NIL money. Yeah, it will be interesting to see if he decides to do the supplementary draft or not. Because if they do say like, yeah, you can't come back to college, it's kind of like, why not just go to the NFL? You know?
Dude, the Browns are gonna go with like a second round pick.
Dude, it's gonna be one athlete on the cover, and it's gonna be Trinidad Chambliss.
Oh God, brother.
Fuck, no, dude, I wouldn't even buy the game.
Bro, what if they put Lane Kiffin on the cover? That'd be kind of fire.
Dude, that's fire.
Yeah,
Actually,
dude,
that would have aura.
I'd buy 5 copies of that game.
I'm not even kidding. Like, that would have
Hey,
actual aura.
Fuck Pete Golding, dude. Fuck that guy.
Oh, did y'all see College Game Day is going to be in Baton Rouge for week 1 and then Oxford for week 3?
W.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, Cam. I'm pretty fucking nervous about that Ole Miss game.
Are you? I'm not.
I think it's got trap
No, I'm
written all
kidding.
over it, bro.
I'm scared for the Clemson game. I think Clemson's tired of getting their ass beat from last year, and while
They're gonna come
I
out
am
as
more
that one kid
confident-
that got bullied in high school. He comes out and starts beating the shit out of people. in
I mean, we
MMA.
did well last year, but that was last year we played them in the opener, right?
Yep.
It's back to back. Yeah, we did well last year, but in Kiffin I have more confidence, and I mean, leave it. We'll see. Or Levitt. I don't even know how to say
Levitt.
the kid's name, to be honest. Yeah, Levitt. Yeah, but it's the first game, and they've never really played together, so I'm kind of more scared of the Clemson game. But I think if we can get past Clemson, then I feel a lot better about Ole Miss.
The one thing that doesn't scare me about Clemson is that they still employ Dabo. So
Yeah, that's
Man,
true.
he had them winning football games for a long time.
was that him or was that just the fucking quarterbacks he had?
And I kind of respect him bitching about, like, the new age
NIL.
of shit, because
Yep.
if I was in his position, I'd be doing the same shit. But man, fuck this.
See,
I'm
but
doomed to fail.
He's bitching about it, but still contributing to it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
Well, yeah,
Nick
that's
Saban
what I'm
fucking
saying. That's what I would
retired
be doing.
because he didn't agree with it. Put
I'd
your
be playing
livelihood
both
on the
sides,
line.
too. Nick Saban also got fucking paid and won a lot. So, I mean, and he
Yeah.
was older.
All right, Minecrafters. Is there anything else we want to touch on before we wrap this episode up?
I don't think so. How long have we been going?
About an hour 10.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good length.
Yep.
I don't
First
really
episode
think
back.
there's much. Yeah, first episode back after the little break.
Little peak mid-season or off-season break. Yeah, man. When's the so preseason starts? The Hall of Fame game is the 6th of August, I think. So we got a little under 3 months. Got like 2.5 months until Get our first taste of football, man.
Yeah, Hall of Fame games always trash, but it is good to see
I think
At
it
least
is.
football on the
football.
TV.
It is Carolina Cardinals. I think.
Absolutely
Ooh.
terrible. Hey, Carson Beck ball,
Ooh.
man. Carson Beck ball.
Ooh, we can't talk about this.
If I was
real quick.
Jeremiah Love, I wouldn't even suit up for that shit, man.
No.
Y'all want to predict Hall of Famers real quick for this year?
Oh yeah, might as well.
You see who
Let me
the
look at who's
inductees are. Yeah. Rob Gronkowski, Ben Roethlisberger, Adrian Peterson, Richard Sherman, Cam Newton, Antonio Brown. Man, this
Yeah,
shit
there's-
might be juice this year, bro.
Gonna be some people left out.
Who got left out last year?
Eli.
I don't think it
Is
was.
he like the biggest one?
Was it Eli last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was probably the biggest one that got left out.
Does Big Ben get in there? I mean, Gronk is a lock.
I
Big
think-
Ben has to.
Yeah.
Drew
Okay.
Brees made it in first ballot. I mean, I know. What are we for real
But
right
Big
now?
Ben's got one ring.
Are we for real
He's
right
got
now?
two.
He's got
The
two.
water drink.
Oh yeah.
What the
he's got
fuck you
Cardinals.
doing, pal? What you doing?
Oh man.
We do not know that guy.
I killed those fucking llamas, man. I killed them fucking llamas. Look at him, bro. He's just staring at us.
Come on, man. No, man. Come on. Oh, man.
Ah,
Come on,
Hey,
man.
man, somebody need to take
No
care of the dude.
respect.
Someone
No
need to take care of the dude.
respect.
Dude, that llama go spit at you. Dude, he got in your boat. Dude, that shit is fucked up, man. Gotta fucking kill Cam.
Hey man.
He's
So
invisible, so I'll leave him. up on the
Rob
boat.
definitely gets in, I think. Ben probably does.
Adrian Peterson.
I feel like AP has to.
See, but he's got the off the field stuff. Oh fuck, Ben does too. God
Yeah.
damn it.
They've let people in for not as much.
Does Sherman get in first try?
Nah.
No, probably not.
He never won like
Not
a
over.
decoy or anything, huh?
I would put Eli over. I don't think he did. I mean, a lot of all pros, but I think I would put Eli in over Sherman. And I think I would put Eli in over Cam.
I don't think Cam gets in first try.
No, Cam is not getting in.
I don't think Antonio Brown gets in first try.
No.
No, there is no way.
I don't think he gets in, period. Like with all his off the field stuff.
Love the guy, phenomenal athlete, one of the most legendary players of all time. But yeah, I don't think he's getting in. Ever.
Oh, Andrew Whitworth. He might get in. Super Bowl champ, played for a long ass time.
Multiple
Belichick.
Multiple
Oh,
Walter
yeah.
Payton Man of the Year winning. I think he
Do
won like
coaches
twice.
count towards the 5 players, or are they like separate?
I don't know.
I think
the
they're
same.
separate.
They kept that guy out.
Yeah, that was kind of fucking insane that they did that last year. Yeah,
I
Now
think
that-
AP's got to go in. Man.
they withheld Bill because he was deflating balls. You think they're gonna let AP in because he was fucking beating on his kid?
Yeah, I mean, he's changed. That was a long time ago.
Has he changed though? Wasn't there a video like a year ago of him beating up somebody outside of a casino or something?
That may be true. I can neither
Nah,
confirm nor deny.
Hey, in other news, JJ Watt will be eligible next year.
2028.
Yep.
Yeah, he's first.
That's what you
ballot,
call
man.
first ballot right there.
Yeah, that's first ballot. It's kind of weird because like all the names that like you listed are like in theory like are Hall of Famers, but like whenever it comes down to like the politics of it, I don't know. It gets a little bit more complicated because it's like Big Ben
Is
should
Cam
be a
Newton
lock.
a Hall of Famer?
No.
No,
And I was a big Cam Newton fan, but
same. Like that's
I
Superman
don't
right
think
there.
he did
But
enough.
He's got the MVP. He's got the one season, and that's it. Like if he
The
put together like
MVP, the
another
Super Bowl
season,
appearance, didn't jump on the ball.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he might have cooked his shit whenever he didn't jump on the ball.
I mean, that was pretty much the moment. Never came back.
no. Remember his stint with the Patriots? Anybody?
Pretty
Like
good.
Lev Bell's not making it, bro. I don't even know if he officially retired.
So this is who Sports Illustrated predicted the next 5 winners, starting with last year. So last year they predicted Breeze, Fitzgerald, Kuechly, Bill Belichick, and Ralph Hay, who's an owner. So they missed
I
on
guess
the
the
owner.
coaches and owners do count then.
Yeah. So they missed on the owner and the coach. So they went 3 for 5. For this year, they have Big Ben, AP, Rob, Mike Holmgren, who's a coach, and then Ken Anderson for the Bengals, quarterback.
So no. I think it's gonna be probably Ben, AP, Bill Belichick,
Gronk.
Gronk, and then was that 4 or was that 5?
That's 4.
And
And
then throw the
then-
Holgram fucking
Yeah,
fucker
and
in there
then
too.
yeah, probably like some like
They
some
would
like
do an old dude.
yeah some
Philip
one
Rivers
who's like
still ain't a Hall of Famer.
And he'll stay
he
that way.
technically played this season, so I think that makes him ineligible
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Maybe.
I think, yeah, this list is from 2025, so that's why he's listed.
Yeah.
Philip Rivers is like who people like LeBron haters. That's what they try to act like LeBron is. Like Philip Rivers is just longevity, man, bro. He was never the best quarterback in the league. Never was even probably like top 3, man. He
I
just
mean,
had the
they
stats.
did have that one season where they had like the #1 offense. They had the #1 offense, #1 defense, 32nd
Motherfucker
ranked
had,
special teams, and missed the playoffs.
yeah,
That's your team,
weapons,
Julian.
man.
I'm aware.
That was before you
Dude,
were a
get this
fan,
guy
though.
the fuck
That
out
was,
of
I
here.
think,
Dude,
20.
what
If I'm
is
not
this
mistaken,
guy
that was
doing?
2011 or 2012.
I think we know what he's doing, dude. Just trying to get in on the podcast.
Hey, man, what do you think about Philip Rivers? Yeah. He's got the same opinion, man.
Is Cam Newton a Hall of Famer over Philip Rivers?
No.
No, not
Is
even.
Eli Manning, Philip Rivers, Cam Newton. You have to shoot 2 of them. Who do you shoot?
Philip and
I'm not
Cam.
shooting anybody.
I'm
We
pulling
got
the
our
trigger.
answer.
I'm pulling the
Philip
trigger.
and Cam. He just had more aura moments than old Phil.
I think
See,
Eli
regular
should get in
season,
on keeping
not great.
Tom from 2 more rings just by itself.
If he made it to that fucking Super Bowl, then man, he's gonna do something. He's gonna pull one out.
I respect
Without
that.
him, Brady would
And-
have 8 of them things.
People talk about his touchdown
9 of those
interception
things.
ratio, but I mean he really just kind of messed that up like really towards the end. And in the beginning, being 1-1 isn't the worst thing if you're winning games. So
Ask
I'm
Terry
ass-
Bradshaw, he'll
I'm
tell you.
assuming Favre is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I think I've seen him in a gold jacket.
what do you do in Mississippi?
Defrauded a bunch of shit. Took some money from some less fortunate people.
So like,
That's just what I've heard, Nothing. I don't think anything's been confirmed.
understood.
All right. Well, is there anything else we gonna talk about?
Nope,
You leaving, pal?
that's it.
You all done?
Well, ass was kind of hurting sitting on that. Ah!
Yeah, throw him in the fire, man. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this special edition episode of Unsolicited Takes, the takes you didn't ask for. A little Minecraft action for you. If you guys enjoy this, I think we'd all be down to do this again. Maybe do this in a different setting. And of course, it's got to start raining on the outro, man. Hey, W. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this, we'll be sure to do this again. It's pretty fun trying to set this up. But yeah. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Unsolicited TV. Is that our Twitter? The fuck is our Twitter?
Unsolicited TV.
Unsolicited TV. Make sure
Like
you
goal
like.
for the video is 500 likes.
Yeah, can we
5
get
million likes.
5,000? Actually, can we get 5 big booms for this video?
Boom.
Bring back-
No,
Dude,
let's
get
get
the Costco guys on here.
let's get
Dude.
5 million likes as well as 5 million reposts on all social media platforms for part 2.
If we get
For
if
part
we
2 of
get
episode 14.
if we get 10 likes, I'll invite the Rizzler to show up on next episode we do in Minecraft.
Maybe we'll get the President of the United States on for our next episode.
God.
Nah. Nah.
No, not that.
No, not that.
Appreciate
But
you
we'll find
guys.
somebody cool. We'll do something cool.
Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you want to see. But we will see you in next week's episode. Y'all take it easy.
Later.